Have you ever noticed how easy it is to get stuck in the planning phase? Most of us spend hours, days, or even weeks crafting amazing plans. But here's the hard truth. Without execution, those plans are nothing but empty dreams. The difference between planning and executing is massive. Planning is like sketching a map, while executing is the journey you take to reach your destination. You could have the best map in the world, but if you don't hit the road, you'll never know if it actually gets you anywhere. Picture this. You spend months dreaming up a new idea, mapping out every detail, and waiting for the perfect moment to start. But here's the reality. The perfect moment almost never comes. Ideal conditions are an illusion that many use as an excuse not to act. The truth is, even if your plan isn't flawless, you've got to take action. Every step you take brings learning and adjustments. Most importantly, execution builds momentum. Once you start moving, the energy you create can lead you to horizons you never imagined. Now, ask yourself, how many times have you been paralyzed by the fear of failing? It's time to leave that mindset behind. No matter how well thought out your plan is, real change happens when you decide it's time to act. Execution is where ideas come to life and turn into reality. And yes, it can be scary, but it's also incredibly liberating. So, are you ready to swap planning for action? Because the real difference between dreamers and doers is simple. While some just dream, others stand up and make it happen. Are you willing to take that first step and turn your ideas into tangible achievements? Ever wonder why some people turn their ideas into reality while others just keep dreaming? The answer often boils down to one key factor: discipline. Discipline is what keeps you on track, even when things get tough. It's not enough to have a brilliant idea or a well-thought-out plan. You need discipline to execute, adapt, and keep moving forward even when the odds aren't in your favor. The truth is, the initial excitement of a new idea can be contagious, but it doesn't last long without discipline. It's easy to ride that wave of enthusiasm for a while, but when reality hits and obstacles appear, discipline is what keeps you going. Discipline isn't some abstract concept, it's a daily practice built over time. It's the decision you make every single day to show up and do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. Think about it. Have you been disciplined on your journey? Discipline is like a muscle. It needs to be worked out. The more you practice it, the stronger it gets. And like any other skill, it takes effort and commitment. Don't rely on motivation to always be there. Instead, commit to taking action even when the motivation isn't. Are you ready to accept that discipline is the key to turning your vision into reality? Because execution isn't a one-time event, it's a continuous process. Every disciplined action takes you one step closer to your goal, transforming your dreams into something real. Are you willing to embrace discipline and make it your ally in execution? Have you ever caught yourself putting off something you knew needed to be done? Procrastination is one of the biggest enemies of execution. It might seem harmless at first, but the truth is, it's a trap that can lock you into an endless cycle of inaction. And procrastination doesn't come alone. It brings a heavy emotional toll. You start feeling guilty, anxious, and stressed, and the more you procrastinate, the harder it gets to take action. But let's get real, everyone procrastinates sometimes. What matters is how you respond to it. Instead of letting procrastination pull you down, you need to develop strategies to beat it. Start small. Sometimes, the thought of tackling a big project can feel overwhelming. But if you break it into smaller, manageable tasks, execution becomes less intimidating. Take a small step today. It could be all you need to break free from procrastination's grip. Another powerful strategy is setting deadlines. Often, procrastination stems from a lack of urgency. By setting firm deadlines for yourself, you create momentum that pushes you to act. Plus, holding yourself accountable to someone else can work wonders. Share your goals with a friend or colleague who can help you stay focused and on track. Are you ready to confront procrastination and take back control of your life? Because every moment you spend procrastinating is a moment you could be investing in your dreams. Overcoming procrastination is a daily battle, but the sense of freedom and accomplishment is worth fighting for. Are you ready to grab the reins and turn inaction into action? Ever tried sticking to a plan only to realize circumstances have drastically changed? The importance of adaptability and execution can't be overstated. Life's unpredictable, and no matter how much you plan, the unexpected is always waiting. Those who can adapt quickly thrive, while those who cling to rigid plans often hit insurmountable walls. Adaptability isn't a sign of weakness, it's a crucial skill that can take you to new heights of success. Think about it, adaptability lets you seize opportunities hidden in uncertainty. If you're too focused on sticking to your original plan, you might miss the changes happening around you and the chance to explore new paths. Every time you hit an obstacle, ask yourself, how can I adjust my approach to overcome this? This mindset can open doors you never even knew existed. Another advantage of adaptability is that it keeps your motivation alive. When new challenges arise, the need to adjust can fuel creativity and innovation. Instead of feeling defeated, you might feel energized to find solutions. This adaptive mindset is what separates true achievers from mere dreamers. So, are you ready to accept that adaptability is a crucial part of execution? Because life's a journey of constant change, and your ability to adjust to it might be what defines your success. Adaptability isn't a sign of weakness, it's proof of your strength and resilience. Are you willing to cultivate this skill and turn challenges into opportunities? When was the last time you reflected on your small accomplishments? Too often, people wait for big victories before they allow themselves to celebrate, but that can be a mistake. Every step you take toward your goal is a victory in itself. Celebrating these small wins isn't just about staying motivated. It's a practice that nourishes your spirit and keeps your determination burning. Without these celebrations, the journey can feel like an endless grind with no visible rewards. Think back to the last time you achieved a goal, no matter how small. How did it make you feel? That feeling of accomplishment is what you need to keep cultivating. By celebrating small wins, you're reinforcing the idea that you're making progress, even if it's slow. Every small success adds up, creating a powerful impact over time. This practice not only keeps you motivated, but also builds resilience. It teaches you to value the process and understand that every effort counts. Another reason to celebrate small wins is that it fosters a positive mindset. If you focus only on what's left to achieve, you might feel discouraged. But when you pause to acknowledge your accomplishments, no matter how minor, you change the narrative. You start seeing the journey as something positive, not a burden. Are you ready to make celebrating small wins part of your routine? Because every step forward deserves to be recognized and celebrated. No matter how tiny, each bit of progress is proof of your effort and dedication. Are you ready to celebrate every step on your journey to success? Have you ever thought about how execution directly impacts your self-confidence? When you commit to taking action and start seeing the results of your work, something incredible happens. Self-confidence isn't just a fleeting feeling, it's built on the experiences you go through. Every task you complete, every project you finish, adds a layer of confidence in your ability to achieve. It's a positive cycle. The more you execute, the more confident you become. It's common to see people with big ideas hesitate to act. That hesitation often comes from a lack of confidence. Execution breaks that barrier. When you take that first step, even if it's hesitant, you start to feel stronger. Every little success becomes a building block for your confidence. Confidence grows as you tackle challenges and overcome obstacles, transforming you into someone who doesn't just dream but achieves. Think about this. How do you feel when you complete an important task? That sense of accomplishment proves you're capable. And when you allow yourself to feel that repeatedly, you start to internalize the belief that you can do even more. Execution doesn't just teach you to act, it teaches you to trust in your ability to achieve. Are you ready to use execution as a tool to boost your self-confidence? Because true transformation happens when you see yourself not just as a planner, but as someone who takes action and delivers. With every step you take, you're not only moving closer to your goals, but also becoming the best version of yourself. Are you ready to embrace the power that comes from action?